Okay, my name's Gabby.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Grace.
I'm Zami.
And we're Team 8.
We have our canoe is called the Hail Mary. We're aiming to make a successful canoe by constructing something that can float on water, as well as carrying several passengers. And we believe that we can complete this task very well. It'll be a 6.5 foot by 3 foot canoe in length and width, respectively. Its height will stand at about 2.5 feet tall, ensuring that water doesn't get inside and overflow and our canoe doesn't sink. And it'll also give the riders a good enclosed area to sit in. If we look at our unique design choices, we have planned to make a shallow V-shaped hull, which is reinforced for added security. And our canoe will have added cardboard thwarts going along the top that hold both sides together, which will give it more stability so it will not fall apart in the water. And they also function as armrests for the riders inside of the canoe. Underneath the seating area, we're planning to put rigid cardboard pieces going along the entire length, which gives it a more curved and secure bottom, which is very important to our canoe as it's got to stay afloat and it won't break from the bottom. The most secure areas that we're planning to do are the bottom and the seating area, which we feel are most important to prevent the canoe from sinking. At the end, it'll be painted red for the aesthetics of the build, with our team name displayed prominently along the side of the canoe.
All right. So for our design process of the canoe, we took it in multiple steps. What we did first we met as a group and we designed and discussed how we were going to construct the canoe. Then after that, what we did, we gathered the materials we needed to construct the canoe. And what we did for that, we just took various Amazon packages. I took a large amount of cardboard from an AC unit that had been previously ordered within my household, and that's the majority of the cardboard we are using for our project. And lastly, we've met to construct the canoe in question, and we met as a group to do that, and we have constructed our canoe for the most part. It started raining, so we had to pack up and leave, but it will be constructed soon. And lastly, we have the workload for the design paper and the project, and we've distributed the work fairly evenly, and things have been going smooth. We've written up our papers and we've got the canoe design. We're almost ready to execute this project.
Okay.
Overall design, we talked about our deep V shape shape that we're going to incorporate, or shallow V shape design we're going to incorporate. Sorry, excuse me. This is because this design offers us a lot more stability, overall tracking, and a really good structure, which is our main goals that we want and able to keep our canoe afloat and get us from point A to point B without sinking or having any issues. We want to ensure that the canoe does not get underweight. If any water happens to get in, we want to make sure we can keep our canoe afloat. So we also added the extra support by putting extra cardboard on the bottom, acting as reinforcing ribs. We want to keep our canoe shape whenever people are in it, and when transitioning, keeping that canoe shape is really important. We are including cross pieces across the width. This will help keep our sides really stable. We also ensure to make references back to our small scale canoe model, which we overall use those measurements to scale up, and Zombie's going to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so okay, I'm going to talk to you about the construction and the little experiment we did. As we told you, we used cardboard and tapes to build our canoe. We spent time on cutting materials and taking different dimensions measurement on the length, the height, and the width of the boat. Indeed, the size is really important. So we working forward for us to put student to fit in the canoe. So we did a little experiment, and during the test, the modern canoe could hold several rocks and stay above the water. After completing the test, we weighed the rocks and found out it could hold more than 10 kilogram and still float successfully. Um, this test also demonstrate that the initial design of the model proved to be able to support more than 600 pounds. Our boat will be able to actually go through the lake.